Hi Capricorns, welcome to your mid-August 2017 readings. I apologize for my hair. I got a lot going on, and I'm a Sag, and I've said this before, with Sagittarians, especially if they have strong Sag in their chart, you can tell how much energy they've exerted by their hair. And as you can see, I've exerted a lot of energy today where I'm actually quite giggly. I'm a little overtired. I've been on the move, got a lot going on. And what's funny is, for you guys, while I was, before I turned on the camera there, when I'm a little overtired, I get really giggly, or silly, I guess you could say. But I was hearing the Eye of the Tiger song when I was, like, not like from the radio or anything. It came to my head when I grabbed the cards just before I went to do your video there. I got grease on my hands, so you'll have to excuse any like black stuff you see and bruising. And at my sister's place, I struggling with her air conditioner there for a bit, and she had a clog, a drain in her drain where I attended to that. So I've been like really, and it's hot in here. Plus the humidity. We've got forest fires actually happening right now where I live, and the sky is all gray from it. The sun's a weird color. The moon's pretty cool at nighttime, but you can't see anything because of the smoke. It's reached out to where we live, just the smoke in the sky. But it's made things humid, also not helping with the hair any. But Eye of the Tiger, that's what I was hearing. Anyway, back to the point. Eye of the Tiger. So here's the thing, that could be a really good thing, but there's also, okay, with the Eye of the Tiger, that's about surviving, all right? And I think there's a lyric in there about trading passion for glory, so that might have some sort of message for you there. Ensure that you're not using your passions for like taking advantage of, they're talking about glory, right? And in that song, it's Eye of the Tiger. I believe it's set at nighttime. Somebody can see you, so somebody's either looking at you or watching you, or you're doing it to somebody else, one or the other. But being in survival mode, that's talking about lower animal nature. So that's also talking about like underhanded things, right? Like shadiness, passion for glory. Oh, we just had some cards fall out there. Passion for glory is like taking advantage of a situation when you don't have to, right? Like you're not doing something for glory, you're doing it for the, like, it fulfills you, right? So the cards that we had that flipped out is the Hangman, the Queen of Cups, the King of Pentacles, which is you guys, that's pretty good, the Ace of Swords, the Hangman is a pause state, right? The Hangman, if you can actually see in this card too, there's coins, right? With that card, I'm seeing like this, I'm seeing like the hands being put out, like this, and you see the money falling in that thing there. There's a chance here you're taking, okay, for each of you it'll be different. Somebody's taking more than they should, right? Like, again, you're gonna have to listen to that Eye of the Tiger song. It's talking about and what you got here, okay, the obstacles and conflict that you got is the Ace of Swords, and that's the truth, right? It's facing the truth of the matter. So it's like finances, okay, can, like, I'm only getting bits of the information, so because I read energy, right? So like when I pause, I want to ensure that I'm receiving the proper message. If I'll get more bits where the Ace of Swords to me is coming out with, it's spiritual to me. It's the truth. This is the conflict, the obstacle, facing the truth of the matter. Uh, and that's, you know, you got finances that are coming through the coins, but I'm also seeing this image of a person holding out their hands, uh, like this, wanting to receive, like, so that's like charity, right? So somebody's taking, like, I feel like this is you guys. You're in your energy, so I'm not understanding why it's saying. So this could be like you're taking more than what you need, or taking advantage of a situation. It's saying not to do that if that's the case, you guys, because you need to face um you need to face the truth of the matter, right? Like, so if there's financial issues happening, it's because you're creating it. Like, the Queen of Cups. Okay, if you look in this card, okay, this is, you see her eyes are closed, but you see they're opened here in the water, right? So the third eye is open in this woman. The third eye is open in this woman, uh, which means like she's medium. This. I'm not getting psychic. Psychic is completely different than medium. Psychic, I believe, like research that for yourself, right? But psychic picks up the energies that you're feeling, right? The decisions that you want to make. That's what a psychic picks up on. A medium does see that, but they see past that. They see what the problems are. They see what's blocking you. And mediums are, you see how they look into the water there? They're seeing in the water. They see the reflection. So, but uh, water has energy, so they're in tune with energy, which means like mediums get the spiritual guidance, right? Like, so they can tune into energies around them to see things. Uh, so they don't have to be with you when a situation happens. They get their clarity through mediumship, which means like if you're doing something shady and this is your partner might be able to pick up on when you're doing things. Also, this is like if you're getting separated finances here, okay, somebody could want to take more than what they're giving. But the word greed is coming. So, okay, I'm feeling like this is two ways. Somebody's being greedy around you, or Capricorn, you're being greedy. Like, I gotta say it how it is, right? I don't feel like there's some sort of truth that you're not willing to face, okay? And it is due to finances. It's coming through as finances. It's just with the Eye of the Tiger song, there could be there is positivity to that song. It's talking about, for some of you guys, you really need to, if you're having trouble with finances, goals, your ambitions, whatever it is, that song has meaning for you to push forward. Okay, if you're on the opposite end of that, you have a business or whatever. Because I am getting a negative energy where you're taking more than what you're giving, or what you need, right? So there's some sort of shadiness happening is what I'm getting. With the Ace of Wands, this is the conflict. So this is like, This is like a narcissist. I'm seeing narcissist. Okay, and the word narcissist gets thrown around a lot nowadays, okay? It does get thrown around a lot. And everybody has narcissistic qualities, whether you want to believe it or not. Most people have about 3 or 2 of those qualities that, you know, and it takes five qualities, or 5 of the, there's 5 qualities that you need to be a narcissist. You have to have 5 of them. Most people have about 2 or 3 even. But I'm seeing this as like the crown, okay? I said narcissist was because I was seeing the jewel, and I was seeing, okay, I'm seeing King Arthur pulling out the sword of truth, right? Only King Arthur could do that because his heart was pure. All right, only he could get enlightenment and see through the light and see through the dark, and only he could get that sword, okay, and had the power to wield that sword because his heart was pure. So if you're trying to tap into some sort of knowledge or wisdom or something like that, okay, well, here's the truth being said here is you're not going to be able to obtain that until your intentions are pure, right? Because what I'm seeing here is finances. I'm seeing finances there. All right, your head is blocked. Your aura. You have grayness around your aura, your head. Okay, and you guys, okay, you guys are on some level. There's a fear of becoming this man or woman, and that's being fully in charge. Okay, but this man, the king energy, okay, he's practical and grounded, but he's just. This is the okay, this energy right here is the family man. Okay, the queen of pentacles and the king of pentacles to me are the family man in women. They're the ones that stay at home, cook, clean. They take their kids to soccer games, baseball games, hiking. You know, they buy the first car for their kids. They set. They're good with homework time. You know, they're regiment. They're very organized. They're very caring and very practical, though. Okay, so this is saying that on some level, for some reason, you're fearing completely entering this energy. It's almost like a maturity level. It's like, because then you're going to have to realize passion for glory, right? It's like that Eye of the Tiger song. You guys got to listen to that. It's still playing in my head. It's hilarious. It's because like what you feel is unseen is actually seen. It's like the enlightenment. You want to reach that level and then enlightenment. Well then, okay. Well this card is coming in as like this is your conflict and your obstacle is the truth of the matter, right? Like because with great power comes great responsibility, right? If that power is going to be misused, well then there's the maturity level. It's like becoming mature, right? And there's a sense of emotional maturity here. I do feel like for some of you, you might be donating, okay? Like I got to go both ways here, but I also have to go by the messages I'm receiving as well, right? Like if you're struggling with jobs or pushing forward or like putting applications out there, okay, well the cards are saying, well, it comes down to you guys and the sense that take charge, all right? Like, and it's like you guys are fearing on some level, but you hope and you want to be on the queen or king level. But it's like you have to make the sacrifices in order to make that happen. Right here, the ace, it's cutting through things. There's sacrifices, okay? And on some level, you guys already know. All right, you're in tune with it. You already know what you have to do. Whether that's, in some cases for you guys, that's sacrificing time and money here, right? Like volunteering. If you're volunteering, well, then that it's saying, okay, well then that's going to get you noticed, but not like noticed. I mean, by people, okay, by the universe, the powers that be, or whatever. Because I'm getting like this is trying to reach a level of enlightenment. Higher learning, higher knowledge, spirituality. Okay, there's like I believe there's insurance policies on that, right? Like as much power as the spirits in universe or whatever may or gifts or whatever are born in your chart, as much as they can be used and opened, okay, and used and opened. You see the third eye, and you see her cup. She can see through the cup. As much as you've been given can be taken, right? It depends. It's because, like, eye of the tiger, what you feel is unseen is seen, right? And it's calculated, all right? I'm also getting Santa Claus is making a list. He's checking it twice. He's trying to find out who's naughty and who's nice. I don't know why that's coming through, but that just came through there. Where, oh, I hope I didn't just get grease on my face. All right, but that just came through there. Where, oh man, I don't know if that's like my spirit guides, somebody else's spirit guides, but they're on fire today. They're quite hilarious. We got the King of Cups coming through. We have the Knight of Wands. It is a Sagittarius card. It could be it could be a person coming in. I'll pull the last card here. We have the Queen of Swords as the outcome. You get the Star card underneath, you guys. I think that was the Nine of Swords peeking out. we won't deal with that. Capricorns, I'm pretty much sure that Nine of Swords is your card, because you guys are always up in your head thinking, like you've got a lot of people here. You got the Queen of Cups, the King of Cups. You got the King of Pentacles. You got the Queen of Swords, and you have the Knight of Wands. Okay, I feel like, okay, the Knight of Wands, it could be a Sag, Leo, or an Aries. Okay, but I feel like this is, okay, this is you guys, like what the universe is asking you to take on. And I read energy, so I'm going to read this as a Sag energy it wants you to take on, and the Night energy. And there's sometimes in life, it doesn't matter how old you are or young you are, okay, like hopefully nobody gets offended by this, but there's that saying, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. And it's a saying. It doesn't mean it's true. It's only true if you believe it's true. And if that does stand true to you, like if somebody around you can't learn new tricks or think in a different manner, that's because that's what they believe, right? Or they're refusing to change or accept or gain more knowledge or wisdom, right? Like this could be what the Sword's saying. You're refusing to accept that there might be improvement that you need to make. Because with the Sag, I'm reading this just as a specific Sag energy that is. This is like more of like the. I'm getting more like in the 20s energy with this. So I myself, I'm like 32 now, so I think I passed this energy, but I am a Sag, I know it well. It's trial and error, this energy. It's also like, okay, it's higher belief, higher learning, but not in the sense of like learning for the sake of power, right? Okay, this is just purely experience. Okay, and what the cards are saying is you need experience, but this is also like Okay, a Sag is pretty carefree. They're forgiving, first of all. They don't hold grudges. Okay, like if something bad happens to a Sag, they express their feelings and emotions in the moment, and they move on. They never have regrets because they never hold anything in. It's done in the moment, right? But Sages are also pretty patient people. They don't really get upset about a lot, unless the only things they tend to get upset about is when their integrity, values, morals are tested. Or, you know, like if somebody's being disrespectful, if somebody's being bullied or something like that, a Sag tends to be the only time a Sag speaks up. Or if you push them in a corner, right? Or if you're taking advantage of a situation and a Sag sees it, because a Sag sees truth, and they see truth through experience. When they do things, they screw up once, twice. They don't just do things once or twice. Okay, Sagittarians do things a few times because even though it went wrong the first, second, or third time, a Sag is optimistic and they think at some point it's going to work out. In some cases it does. In some cases they've just found out 5 different ways to do things and not to do them. They get to that 6th try, and then that's when they, you know, that's why people think they're lucky. They get to the 6th shot, the 6th try, and they end up completing it, and it goes well. That's because they found out 5 different ways you shouldn't do it. So therefore they found out the way you should do it. Do you understand what I'm saying? They don't take failure as a to heart. They move on to the next opportunity. They take it as a lesson. They understand that everything happens for a reason. They understand if they lost a job, they didn't fit in with that crowd anyways. The energies didn't suit them. They weren't going to be able to move up in it. You know, they look at the positive side. Now I have opportunity to go do this. Now I have the opportunity to try this. Such as also, this is the young energy. So this energy tends to, even in jobs, they're pretty steady in jobs. They stay at a job for a while. They think they gain enough experience or they've moved up through the company. And they usually, when they get to a high position, when they're in their young, like 20 to 25, even 28, even 19, they could have started working at 16. What they do is they quit the job because like it bores them and they want to move on to something else, because their main mission in life is to learn about life, not about finances, not about it's not about materialism, right? Because Sagittarius is the belief system, higher knowledge, higher learning. You know, with we're talking a healthy Sag here. They have a healthy ego too. Their ego doesn't get bruised too often, and they don't really need validation from other people because they got a healthy ego, right? And some Sagittarius can be pretty weird, but they own it, right? Like they if they like something and it's weird, they own it, right? It's talking about being truly who you are, getting that fire, that passion, that, you know, like if you make an error, picking yourself back up and keep going, right? Like you have the Queen of Swords here, which is talking about needing legal counsel. This is a smart, intelligent woman. This is a woman, for some of you guys, this could be a problem. This woman could be a problem. For others of you, this is a woman who can give you enlightenment. Okay, Swords characters, they're usually the psychologists or they're analysts. They can even be an analyst, or lawyers. They're great lawyers. Okay, you need to seek some sort of legal counsel to get clarity, to bring clarity. But like this is what your problem is, you guys. I don't know what it is you're not facing. Okay. Some of you, this is like parent issues that you haven't faced yet. Some of you guys, it's getting like your mother and father, or okay, Capricorn. Earlier, okay, I said that this was going to be this is what you guys like. It's like what you want, okay, but it's also what you're fearing, okay? And I explained that earlier about becoming him or her, okay? If you're a female, this is just talking about masculine energy, which means that it's physically applied, all right? Usually the females, they're more mental. Like, and I don't mean like crazy. We all know that women are a little, we got more emotions and stuff like that, a little more than men do, but that's because our brains work differently. And I'm sure I've brought that up before too, and a little down the road. But it's like this here on some level, okay, you're fearing it. Okay, and why you're fearing it is because you're okay, whether you're male or female, or like, if you're male more so, like, you're in this energy, the King of Cups, which, okay, and I don't feel like it's in the positive sense, okay, because we have the Hangman there. So the sense I'm getting is you're closed off emotionally, okay, and I'm getting a Scorpio vibe in here. And when Scorpio's closed off emotionally, Scorpio's all about money. It's all about war. And again, going back to that, I have the Tiger song being in survival mode, which is lower animal nature, which means like competing, not friendly competition. It's competing to win, right? You got the Queen of Swords here, right? Like you got an outcome that you want. You want to win, okay? And this is like changing your perspective here. What you want is you want inner peace, right? You want to create. You don't want to destroy. And if people are acting from lower animal nature, that means there's destruction happening. And if this is the energy that any of you guys are taking on as the King of Cups itself, in the Scorpio, I'm seeing Scorpio closed off the negative aspect of them, which is like, it's all about money. When a Scorpio doesn't, it's like sex and money. And they'll go around sleeping with multiple people, and they're just focused on money, and they drink. That's what they do. It's like, and they can be quite grimy, underhanded, okay? Manipulation. You do have this manipulation here, okay? And it's like cutting through that, you guys, all right? Like, you see the truth, okay? You're fearing becoming the king or queen because you're sulking, all right? No more sulking, you guys, all right? Like, if the Eye of the Tiger is like, you got to get pumped here. You guys can do it. You know what I mean? Like, that song Journey, Don't Stop Believing. That, okay, that's coming to mind now, right? Like, you gotta don't stop believing. This is Sag, man. Sag is like the little engine that could. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. And eventually they can. Like, Sag doesn't let anything stop them, and they're in this energy. When they're older, they're wiser, so they won't really take the chances, and that's if they get stuck in the king or queen state, right? Like, we want to be the emperor and the empress. That's what we strive to be. And if you want to go past that, well, then you're looking to become the hierophant, okay, or the high priestess, right? They're sacrificing becoming those people, though. But earlier I was saying there's times needed that you must come back down to the night level, and it's the energy, okay, not the common sense. You don't lose the brain, okay, but it's because the knights are willing to make errors, all right? The knights aren't about, I know everything, I got everything. They're not, you know, like, they're after more knowledge, more wisdom, more truth, more emotion. Depends on which one it is, right? And you got the Knight of Wands. It's talking about passion and the Sagittarian energy it wants you to take on. That means your morals, your integrity, your value too, right? Like, don't sacrifice that for money, all right? Like the passion and glory, okay? And don't give up. If there's something that you guys are giving up on, don't give up yet, okay? You got to keep pushing forward, all right? Maybe you tried 3 times, but, you know, like, take on that Sag energy, all right? I think I can. I think I can. You try it 4th, 5th, 6th time, you'll get it. You know what I mean? And now you have all that knowledge and wisdom behind you on how not to do things. You won't learn to get to master something or to outsmart somebody else. Okay, this also here I'm seeing, like, okay, with the King of Pentacles manipulation here, if that's being done, truth is going to be shown to that. All right, like, people are going to see through that. All right, it's being reflected back. See this sword right here, what you guys are, the conflict, okay, the conflict here, what you're not willing to face. Okay, that sword is being held in her hand, right? Like, her wings are closed. All right, she doesn't open her, like, but she's got her sword and she's reflecting it back to you, right? Like, so she's like blocked somehow. This lady's blocked too. If this energy is coming from the positive, it's a lawyer. You need some sort of counsel. So if you have some sort of job or some sort of thing that you want to proceed with, then it's talking about getting the proper legal counsel and the help, right? Like, Sag asks a lot of people a lot of things, a lot of questions, right? Like, because they want to know. They're very intrigued by other cultures, other religions, other belief systems. They don't just stop at one. They, a healthy Sag energy keeps going at all of them, and they come to their own belief system, their own values. Sages are most likely the ones to date a different culture, right? Because they don't really care about other people's opinions. It's all about what they feel, their passion. A Sag also, when they have partners, okay? Sag is a healthy Sag never cares about what, like, that's a beautiful thing about a Sag and Aquarius too, because this could be an Aquarius, a humanitarian here. Both of those energies, they really don't care what their partners do for a living, where they come from, their backgrounds, what their life was about. None of that matters to them. It's all about passion, desire, and feeling, right? If they feel that person has can be part of their journey and jump on their boat, like, that's all they care about, is that they actually love the person. It's all about, like, emotions and feelings, right? Like, this is cutting through the bull. It could be a lawyer, it could be getting a divorce, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. It could get you're refusing to face some sort of truth, all right? Like, this is also talking about nobody outsmarts this woman, all right? Like, she's well prepared, like, but this woman, okay, like, she does not back down, right? Like, that's why she makes a lawyer or a psychologist. She brings things to light, right? Like, and she will not back down. Like, so, like, you guys need to take on this energy of not backing down, not stop trying, like, don't stop believing, you guys, like, right? Like, your faith. I'm getting faith here. You're really going to have to hang on to your faith, all right? Don't go into survival mode, you guys, because, like that song, The Eye of the Tiger, was saying, okay, Eye of the Tiger is saying that you're being seen. There is, like, there's a higher power at work here, okay? If you need to talk to a lawyer about copywriting or stuff like that, researching, ensuring everything's legit, then you have to do that. You got to seek the wisdom, okay? And don't be scared to become this guy. In order to become him, you have to let go of these repressed emotions that you have. You also have to stop drinking and applying that if you're drinking, okay? Or if you're, like, doing things for just finances, you got to start cutting out time to do things that you actually are passionate about and you enjoy. Different cultures, different whatever it is. Traveling to a different place, learning something new, trying something new, right? Like, this is an energy that tries new things, okay? Again, going back to can't teach the old dog new tricks, that's a lie, all right? That's only true if the person doesn't want to learn, all right? If they feel that they've, they know everything, like, there are people out there that can be quite arrogant, okay, and set in their ways where they don't, like, they're done learning at their age, okay? Well, I can tell you, even the smartest person in the world is going to die with 1% of the knowledge that's actually out there in the world, no matter how much you start searching, all right? So the person who's stubborn and refuses to believe and refuses to learn and change and grow, that person is going to die with, like, a grain of salt of knowledge, all right? And they probably are the person who thinks that they're smarter than everybody else. The cards are saying is that you have more knowledge and wisdom to learn here, okay? And it has to come from your passion. Don't change your passion for the glory, all right? Like, that's not doing things for money here or for please the people around you, all right? Again, because this energy doesn't care about the people. It's not that they don't care about the people around them. They do, but they're not going to let their opinions stop them from being who they are, okay? Because they know that eventually the people around them will get over it, okay? And the ones that love them are going to stick by them. And the ones that don't are going to fall by the wayside. They weren't true friends to begin with, all right? So it's talking about weaning. Things are going to be weeded out. You know what I mean? Like, all right, you guys, that's all I'm getting now. And it's a long reading. Hopefully you guys have a good month, and I will talk to you next month. Ciao for now. Namaste.